All right, so we're gonna walk through a few exercises that we do for bands for activations for the shoulder, okay? These are used for activations, but if you use a heavy enough band, you can also use these for building capacity and endurance and just adapting those tissues in the shoulder to take on stress, okay? This is not really meant for building strength. We'll use other weight training exercises for that. But this is more for a warm-up and activation before getting on court or for a game. So for this, I'm gonna put the band at about chest height. Okay, and this is a progression. So I'm gonna keep this here, okay? So with this progression, okay, in badminton, you really do a lot of this tricep extension, whether you're up from high or you're just doing a straight shot, okay? It's a lot of this tricep extension. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend the tricep here, and we're gonna actually add a little bit of a forearm flexion into that, okay? So what we're gonna do here is I'm not getting the shoulder out here, I'm keeping it more in, elbow pointing forward. So I'm getting nice punch here, and I'm gonna change the angle, and I'm getting nice and hot and warm. The further I get, the more tension I get on the band. So the further I get away from the origin, I'll have more tension to push, okay? So once I have control here, you see the shoulder staying in one spot, then I can change angles going over. Okay, making sure I get that little bit of a wrist flexion in that, okay? Then the next part of this progression is you want to be able to add in the lower body. Can you add movement with this and still keep a good solid core and a good solid foundation down here? It's easy to stand and keep the core engaged and keep the legs engaged, but can you actually start adding some movement and keeping everything engaged? So as a coach, as a player, you want to see that you can add movement and get a lot of engagement here without losing that core. You want to see a nice, steady, ready position and just movement in the shoulder. You don't want the core totally turning off, okay? So that is for the tricep, this fast flexion here, getting that tricep and shoulder nice and primed.